$15. That is the exact price on the blue jug sitting in the back corner of a diesel truck stop at every exit ramp in America. And it is the same jug a farmer in Lancaster County will quietly pour onto his front lawn on a Saturday morning, while the rest of the neighborhood is loading $60 bags of synthetic fertilizer into the trunk of an SUV. You walk outside with your coffee. You look at the strip of grass by the mailbox, the one that went pale in late June and never really came back. You tell yourself, this is the year. You bought the 4-step program. You followed the bag exactly. You watered. You waited. And by the second week of July, that same tired patch is staring back at you, thin, yellow, and pale, like nothing you did in April even happened. I want to tell you something, and I want you to actually hear it, because it is going to save you a lot of money and a lot of frustration. The reason your lawn keeps failing is not the weather. It is not the seed. It is not bad luck with your soil type. The reason it keeps failing is that the lawn care industry has spent 40 years teaching you a system built around their sales calendar, not around what your grass actually needs. The guy in the green apron at the garden center is not lying to you on purpose. He is reading off the same label you are, but that label was designed to sell you the next bag, not to fix your lawn. And until you understand the two problems that are silently destroying your root zone, every spring is going to look exactly the same. In the next 15 minutes, I am going to show you two completely different problems that most homeowners never even separate, 3 dirt-cheap fixes that work from the soil up, and then the one trick at the end involving that blue jug from the truck stop. The one that should not legally work on a residential lawn and absolutely does. I am not going to tell you what it is yet. I want you to understand the science first, because the science is the whole reason this trick has survived 150 years while the industry pretended it did not exist. Part 1 is the problem you can see from the street. The fading, the yellowing, the thinning that makes a lawn look half dead by midsummer. And I am starting here because this is the version that gets 90% of homeowners every single year. Here is what happens. You see the color fade. You assume the lawn is hungry. You go buy a high nitrogen fertilizer, something with a big first number on the bag, like a 29-0-4 or a 32-0-6. And you spread it on a warm Thursday afternoon hoping for deep green by the weekend. It feels completely logical. Yellow means hungry. Hungry means feed it. And for about 10 days, it works. The blades green up. You feel like a genius. Then by day 14, the lawn looks worse than it did before you fed it. The color fades again, and this time it does not come back as fast. Here is what is actually happening beneath your feet. Synthetic nitrogen at that concentration releases roughly 70% of its payload in the first 2 weeks. Your grass takes that nitrogen and forces a burst of top growth, long, soft blades that look great in a photo and have almost no root system behind them. Meanwhile, the salt index of that fertilizer, and every synthetic nitrogen source has one, is quietly pulling moisture out of the soil microbes that were keeping your root zone alive. You did not feed the lawn. You fed the leaves, and you starved the roots. Most homeowners think a yellow lawn in July is a hungry lawn. Almost every time a yellow lawn in July is a thirsty root system sitting in biologically dead soil. Those are two completely different problems, and they do not have the same fix. So here is the correct sequence. Cheapest steps first. Start with a soil moisture test that costs you nothing. Take a 6-inch flathead screwdriver and push it straight down into your lawn. If it stops at 2 inches, your soil is compacted and your roots are living in the top 2 inches of dirt, which is exactly why they fry the moment the temperature hits 85 degrees. That test takes 10 seconds, and it tells you more than a $40 soil kit. Next, fix your watering schedule. Most homeowners water every evening for 20 minutes, usually because that is what their neighbor does. Stop. Switch to deep watering twice a week, about 45 minutes per zone, between 4 and 7 in the morning. University of Nebraska research published in 1997 by Dr. Roch Gossoin confirmed what experienced farmers already knew. Lawns watered for 20 minutes every day grow roots that reach 2 to 3 inches deep. Lawns watered for 90 minutes once a week grow roots that reach 8 to 12 inches deep. That is a 400% difference in drought resistance from one scheduling change. You are not buying a product, you are just moving when you water, and it changes everything about how your lawn handles August. Third, and this is where most people spend money in the wrong place. Instead of a high-nitrogen synthetic bag, Use a slow-release organic nitrogen source, something like a 620 feather meal, or a mile organite-style product at about 15 pounds per 1,000 square feet. It costs around $18 a bag. It releases over 6 to 8 weeks instead of 2, and because it carries almost no salt index, it feeds the soil biology that feeds your grass rather than bypassing it. If you skip this and keep pushing synthetic nitrogen on a stressed lawn in July, here is exactly what it costs you. You lose 6 to 8 weeks of recovery because once the crown of a grass plant browns out in heat, it does not snap back for the rest of the season. You end up spending twice, once on the fertilizer that cooked it, and again on seed in September. And every bare patch you ignore in August is the exact germination window crabgrass is waiting for next May. The one rule for Part 1. Never fertilize a lawn that is already stressed. If the blades fold in half when you walk across them, the lawn is telling you it needs water and rest, not food. Quick pause before I get into Part 2, because what I am about to show you is the part that nobody on the garden aisle will ever put on a label. If this is the kind of breakdown you wish someone had handed you 10 years ago, hit subscribe right now. That is the whole channel. Real numbers, plain English, no bag selling. One click and you are in. Part 2 is a completely different problem. I want to be very clear about that. This is not the same fix wearing a different hat. Part 1 was about what the grass blade is doing above the soil line. Part 2 is about what is happening 4 to 6 inches down, the part of your lawn you have probably never actually looked at. And it is the part that quietly controls everything you see above it. Here is the thesis. Your lawn is not struggling because it is hungry. Your lawn is struggling because the soil underneath it has gone biologically dead. And once that happens, no amount of fertilizer will fix it. When soil microbes die off, and they die off from compaction, from chemical salt buildup, from years of synthetic-only feeding, your grass roots lose the ability to access nutrients that are already physically present in the soil. The nitrogen is there. The phosphorus is there. The iron is there. But without living microbes to break those nutrients down into a form the root can actually absorb, it might as well be locked in a safe. You can spread $100 of fertilizer on dead soil and your lawn will still look hungry, because the delivery system is broken. USDA soil survey data compiled in 2019 shows that organic matter in the average American suburban lot has dropped from around 4% in 1955 to under 1.5% today. Your grandparents inherited soil that already had the biology in it. They were coasting on deposits built by prairie grasses and farm rotations going back 150 years. The lot your house sits on was probably scraped to subsoil by a bulldozer, had 4 inches of cheap topsoil rolled on top, and got sodded the week before the realtor took photos. You are starting from a deficit they never faced. So here are 3 methods. Simplest and cheapest first. Method 1. Brewed compost tea. This is the one Amish farmers have been doing for over a century. Take 1 shovel of finished compost, drop it into a 5-gallon bucket of unchlorinated water. That means water that has sat out overnight so the chlorine off gases, and let it sit for 48 hours. Stir it twice a day with a stick. Then pour it across about 1,000 square feet with a watering can. Total cost, under $3 if you have a compost pile, under $12 if you buy a bag. What it actually does is reintroduce billions of beneficial bacteria and fungi directly into your root zone in a single application. Within about 21 days, you will see the color shift from pale yellow-green to a deep, almost waxy green that synthetic fertilizer cannot replicate. Because that color is coming from the plant accessing iron and magnesium it could not reach before. That color means the biology is working. Method 2. Core aeration plus compost top dress. This one is for early September in the north, October in the south. Rent a core aerator for about $70 for a 4-hour window. Pull plugs across the entire lawn. Then spread a 1/4 inch of screened compost over the top and rake it into the holes. The aerator physically breaks the compaction layer that is suffocating your roots. The compost fills those channels with living soil 4 inches down, exactly where the next generation of roots wants to grow. One fall application changes the entire trajectory of your lawn the following spring. Not a little bit. Dramatically. I have seen lawns that looked like parking lots in October come back looking like a golf course in May after 1 aeration and top dress session. Method 3. Liquid humic and fulvic acid. This is what a professional turf manager reaches for when they need to unlock a soil fast. and almost no homeowner has ever heard of it because there is no shelf space for it at the big box store. Apply about 6 ounces per 1,000 square feet, mixed into a gallon of water in a hose end sprayer. A bottle runs about $35 and treats a quarter acre twice. Humic acid is concentrated decomposed organic matter, and what it does mechanically is chelate the locked-up nutrients in your soil. That word chelate just means it grabs those nutrients, the nitrogen, the iron, the magnesium, and presents them to the root in a form the plant can actually absorb. It is the closest thing to a cheat code that exists in lawn care. Layer it on top of the compost tea, layer it on top of the aeration, and you are compounding the effect of everything else you just did. Now, the $15 blue jug. The trick is diesel exhaust fluid, sold under the name Blue DEF at every truck stop in America. And before you close this video, let me explain exactly why it works, because the mechanism is real and it is not a gimmick. Blue DEF is 32.5% urea dissolved in deionized water. Urea is the most concentrated plant-available form of nitrogen that exists. It is the same compound your expensive fertilizers are built around. The difference is this: because it is already dissolved in pure water with no salts and no fillers, it absorbs directly into the grass blade within hours instead of waiting 2 weeks to break down through a granular coating. Farmers figured out generations ago that a small dose of urea solution sprayed lightly across a lawn gives the grass a rapid green up without the salt damage of granular fertilizer. The modern version of that trick is just buying a 2.5-gallon jug of Blue DEF for $15 at any truck stop, mixing 1 cup into a gallon of water in a pump sprayer, and misting it across up to 1,000 square feet. 1 jug treats your entire lawn 4 to 5 times across the season. Your cost per application works out to about $3. Compare that to a $60 bag of synthetic fertilizer that covers 1 feeding and crashes your biology in the process. And you understand why this trick has quietly survived for 150 years while the industry pretended it did not exist. And because there is no salt load, it will not burn your lawn the way a misapplied granular will. It is a foliar feed. The blade absorbs it directly. You are working with the plant's uptake system instead of dumping a payload into the soil and hoping the roots chase it. Over a full season, compost tea 4 times, Blue DEF 4 times, 1 aeration in the fall. You will spend under $75 total and outperform a 4-step bag program that costs $200 and rebuilds nothing. Let me break this down by situation so you leave here with a specific plan, not a list. If you have a smaller suburban lot, under a quarter acre, and you just want a thicker, greener lawn without equipment, start with the compost tea and the Blue DEF spray. Those two together, done 4 times between April and September, will beat any 4-step program on the market for under $50 a year. That is your baseline. If you have a larger property, 1/3 of an acre or more, and the soil has been compacted for years from kids, dogs, or just time, you need the core aeration and compost top dress in the fall. No spray on earth will fix a soil that has gone hard as a driveway. You have to physically break the layer before you can rebuild what is underneath it. If you want the deepest, darkest, most uniform color on your street, and you do not mind the extra step, add the humic acid on top of everything else. Apply it right after the compost tea, 6 ounces per 1,000 square feet, and let the two work together. You will have the lawn your neighbors quietly ask you about by the end of August. One last thing on mowing. Cut it 3.5 inches, never shorter, and leave the clippings on the lawn every single time. Every bag of clippings you haul to the curb is roughly 1/4 pound of nitrogen you already paid for and then threw away. Over a full summer, that adds up to about $40 of fertilizer per 1,000 square feet sitting at the dump. Let them break down in place. Let them feed the biology you just spent 3 months rebuilding. Here is what is going to happen over the next 3 weeks if you follow what I just laid out. Your lawn is going to thicken up. And as it does, you are going to notice a layer of brown, spongy material right at the soil line between the green blades. That is thatch. It is the next problem you will have to deal with, because a thickening lawn produces thatch faster than a thin one, and if you let it build past 1/2 inch, it will suffocate everything you just rebuilt. If you are already seeing that brown, spongy layer at the base of your grass, drop the word thatch in the comments right now. Just that one word. I want to see how many of you are already at that stage. I will see you in the next one.